Hey everybody, it's Kelly and I'm back with another layout. And earlier this week you saw a winter layout, now you're seeing a summer layout. Proof that I just kind of scrapbook what inspires me, and I definitely do not scrapbook in order. All right, so these are some pictures of my best friend and I on Solstice. So we were hanging out. Their house is on a lake, so I was hanging out with her and we were just enjoying the summer evening. Maybe had a little bit of wine, had just a really nice sort of charcuterie board for dinner. It was a really great memory, and it was a beautiful warm night. So that was lovely. And it's nice to have pictures of your best friend together. And we did get a boat ride into it. I forgot about that. All right, so the pink paper that I just mounted the photos on is from Crate Paper Marigold. It's Capture This Paper, and I'm using one of those designs I use often when I have 3 photos. They're 3 landscape photos, so they're going right down, one on top of each other. So that floral paper then is from Maggie Holmes' Round Trip, the Wanderlust paper. And now I'm playing around with some other pieces, and I have that chipboard flower there. That's from Maggie Holmes' Round Trip, the chipboard stickers. And then I'm going to go in and look and see if I can find a tag that might be appropriate. And I like this one. It has kind of an aged look to it, but it's not too aged because these papers are pretty clean compared to what that piece came from a Crate Paper collection, that tag. I don't know what. It's an old collection. So Maggie Holmes is much whiter now. Crate Paper is much whiter now than it used to be when it was much creamier when I first started scrapping. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to add a little bit of vintage photo ink onto a couple of the elements in here, the paper and then at least that tag, to kind of help blend that together so that it doesn't look weird that I'm using one aged thing with a lot of white. All right, so that's the method behind my madness there. And then I have that piece there that is another, I don't remember if that's a sticker or if that was I think that was chipboard. And I'm going back and forth about whether I'm going to use that sticker from Round Trip or the chipboard there. Eventually I decided I like the idea of this sticker better because it's a little bit more horizontal, so it works with the landscape photos really well here. Sometimes I'll do stuff that are up and down on that side, but it feels kind of narrow to me, so I'm going to just pop this up on some foam tape, and then there's not much going on in the top of that middle photo. And when I was not taking that photo, obviously missed the fact that we were going to get an arm shadow, but hey, it's nice when you can have photos with your best friend. All right, so I'm kind of liking the way these clusters are starting to pull together here. And then I'm going to go back to these Round Trip stickers again to kind of look to see what I can find. And I have this butterfly, kind of like that. And I'm working with the colors in here, the kind of aquas, greens, peaches, yellows, pinks, kind of looking at things. I didn't like that butterfly there, but I did find this butterfly stamp, and I like that idea because it's because it's a butterfly and it's kind of a square element there, a rectangular element, except I thought the blue one was a little bit too dark, called a little bit too much attention to itself there, so I switched it out for one that was kind of a minty green color. And then I have this geotag for that little bit of blue up there by that blue photo, but not quite as much. And then I found that little journaling. It's a journal. It says journal on it for like travel, but this is just like a journal of our adventures is kind of what I was thinking about with this one. And now I am going to grab some twine from Hobby Lobby. And that's the Paper Studio twine there that I use all the time, just threading that through. And that was actually, it might have even been a cut apart, but I did punch a hole through that tag to make it look more real. And then I'm just going to use these Doodlebug alphabet soup letters in Bumblebee. And I'm just going to put in the word solstice. Now, it's a little harder to read, I think, on camera here, but I can read it pretty well when I'm looking at the layout. I think I'd be careful about this if it was just appearing somewhere in the middle, but because I kind of connected it to that bottom embellishment cluster, I think it works. And I really I like it. Something a little bit different here on the page for me. All right. There is the still shot and a couple of detail shots. Hope you're all well, and I'll be back with another layout soon. Bye, everybody.